Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my Christmas movie marathon. And today I'm going to be reviewing The Polar Express. I believe that this was the very first Christmas movie that I've actually seen. At the very least, it's like one of the earliest ones that I've seen. That and The Muppets Christmas Carol. And honestly, I remember also reading the book that the movie was based on, and looking back on it now, I'm kind of curious um, how exactly they were able to stretch out like a children's book into being a 75 minute long film, or at the very least, how they were able to like add so much into the film that didn't happen in the book to stretch it out to that far and still have a pretty good plot. So for anyone who hasn't read the story or watched the film, which I won't really understand why no one has, but it's pretty simple where a little kid, he wakes up, I think, on Christmas Eve, and he hears a train outside his door, and he goes outside and he finds out that it's like the Polar Express, which is like a magical train that takes kids to the North Pole. And from there, from there, some hijinks ensue, and the kid meets some new friends. One kid who's a bit of a jerk, and they go on these wild adventures, on the train, on the way to the North Pole and seeing Santa. And even though I can't really describe like everything from detail to detail, like I still remember all the story beats. I think I've only seen this film like 2 or 3 times, but I can still remember quite vividly a lot of moments, such as like the moment that the kid boards the train and meets the conductor, who's played by Tom Hanks, who I think does a great job playing him. Unfortunately, Tom Hanks is the only actor that I remember being in that film. But the only scenes that I can like quite vividly remember are where the kid boards the train. He meets all these other kids. The scene where they're being served hot chocolate, and the parts where where the kids have to stop the train before they hit these moose or caribou who are on the tracks. The kid meeting that one ghost who claims that he is the king of Christmas. And then eventually meeting Santa Claus, and where the kid gets like the bell, and the whole symbolism about that, about how like you have to believe in Santa and have to believe in the spirit of Christmas for like to hear the bell ring. And the whole movie itself was great. Again, unfortunately, Tom Hanks is the only actor who I remember doing the voices in that movie, but I thought he did great. The motion capture I thought was okay. There are some films that I think have done motion capture way better, but for what it's worth, the animation that they did in this film was pretty damn good, considering that I think it was one of the very first ones that used like complete motion capture for the characters. The movie is visually stunning. Like, just from the moment that the kid steps onto the Polar Express all the way to when they get to the North Pole. It's just a really fun movie. Even if you just completely mute it, it is fun to watch, just to see like all the colors popping and everything. And it's just like a classic Christmas film to watch. So I know this was a bit of a short review, but like there's just not too much that I can really discuss about this film, to be honest. But it's just a really great Christmas classic. Even though it's not one that I always go and revisit every year, it's still It's still a fun film to watch, especially with younger kids. And that's all I really got to say for this film. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next Christmas review. Bye, everyone.